I've had clients come to me, or even friends and followers and just people that I talk to that say, Natalie, I don't understand why I gain weight. I eat healthy all the time. So I'm going to share some stories with you just to kind of clarify what I'm trying to get to today. And the first story is actually, it goes back 5 years to when I worked with my first client. And my first client came to me and she said, Natalie, I don't know why I'm having issues. I eat healthy because I eat quinoa and kale every day, and quinoa and kale are healthy, right? So in my mind, as a new nutritionist, very new to the field, again, working with my first client, I was too shy to really say straight up to her face what was going on here. Right now, I would just say, no, that's not healthy. If you're eating the same thing every day, no matter what label it has, it's not going to be great for you, right? Because you need a variety of foods, of nutrients, of everything in order to be able to function properly. No matter how healthy kale is, if that's the only thing that you're eating in your body, it's going to stop being healthy for you. Right? So the first lesson to be learned here is that everything is to be taken in balance, right? So there is a thing as too much kale. There is such a thing as too much quinoa. So it's not just about eating something all the time just because it's been labeled as healthy. Okay? So my second story goes also back into the days when I was actually in nutrition school. And I was working at a grocery store. It was a health food store. And this health food store / grocery store was selling gluten-free ice cream. So I was actually, just by coincidence, standing next to the freezer section. And this gentleman came up to me and he said, excuse me, ma'am, my wife is on a diet. This ice cream is labeled gluten-free. So that must mean it's healthy, right? So I mean, internally I had to giggle. Obviously I couldn't show this to the customer. I had to show understanding because I was actually working at the grocery store as a nutritionist. So he was coming to me with all sincerity and really wanting to know if he was making the right decision for his wife, who was on a diet trying to lose weight. And so in that case, I had to be really honest. And I said, you know what? Just because it's labeled gluten-free, it does not say anything about the other ingredients in that ice cream. And because it's ice cream, it's going to have a shitload of sugar in it. So no, this is probably not going to be the best thing for your wife to eat if she is trying to lose weight. Okay? So a lesson of this story is that don't just assume that because something is labeled with something like gluten-free or just because it contains the word healthy, that it actually is healthy. And then another story actually just happened to me 3 days ago. And I went to their salad, their food bar, and loaded my bowl with veggies and my protein and my healthy fats. And I went and I grabbed my kombucha. And I took the ginger kombucha because I always figured, that's the one that has the least sugar, and ginger is healthy. Just so you see, it happens to me too. And so I'm sitting in their cafe, and I'm eating my lunch, and I took a sip off the kombucha, and then I was like, oh, I wonder how much sugar this has. So I looked at the bottle, still with some kombucha in my mouth. And I saw that the label, you probably can't read this here, but it has 12 grams of sugar. And here I was assuming that my kombucha was gonna have like 4 grams of sugar in it. And it's got 3 times that amount. So when I read that, I actually had that choking moment when things almost came out my nose again. But yes, I actually think that they just updated